both Marie and Geri, YouTube people will notice, on the phones because there is breaking news, sort of breaking news, that Rishi Sunak is doing a press conference, although much of the content seems to have been leaked in advance. Marie, what's happening? What's he saying?
I want to say, first of all, I was on my phone because I've got crippling ADHD. Not just because, you know.
Okay.
But no. It's a slightly weird speech. He's basically said that he's going to ban things that have not happened yet. So I sort of respect it. You know, as a fellow attention seeker, I really enjoyed the fact that at short notice you were like, and I shall make a speech. And now he's given his little speech. And it's stuff like, well, I will not ban long haul flights, and I will not tell people to stop eating red meat, and I will not give you 7 bins. It's like, okay. Sure, that's nice. But those things had crucially not happened yet anyway, and were not going to happen anytime soon. Anyway, so I mean, Geri, I don't know what you're seeing, but I'm finding from the tweets I've seen at least, it very puzzling.
Yes, there's a lot of what we won't do compared to kind of what we will do. But it seems to be confirmation of a lot of the stuff that appears to have leaked previously about kind of pushing back this ban on petrol and diesel cars, about kind of softening and watering down a lot of these net zero policies, which of course a lot were announced by Boris Johnson. What's fascinating to me here is that Rishi Sunak's basically saying that we have defaulted, that's the word he's used, to being completely kind of opposite ends of the spectrum on net zero, that on the one hand you've got climate deniers and on the other hand you've got people who are kind of zealots about net zero, and he says we have to have a national conversation about it. I don't know that is what's happened. I mean, there's plenty of polarisation in this country on politics. I'm not sure if it is on net zero.
If you look at the polling, basically most British people are kind of like soft green.
Yeah.
So, it's one of those weird areas, actually, I think, where there's quite broad agreement.
Well, and it again just speaks to this problem of first past the post, right? What parties are doing now is jockeying for those.
So I've really said to you, I've got a thing, and I'm going to bring it back to my thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, because again, the major parties are playing to the seats they believe are going to decide the next election, not what a majority of people think, believe, or want for the future of the country. Right? And this, we see this again and again with political issues right now. Even if you look at immigration, majority of the country is not going, yeah, this is great. Let's put desperate people seeking refuge on a barge where they might get Legionnaire's disease. You know, that's just not actually, but the people in the seats are trying to target think that's a great idea.
The weird thing is, Geri, that he sort of seems to be going, I'm not against, it would make more sense if he was just full-on denier. But he seems to be going like, we're gonna. These are all the things we're not going to do that we said we were going to do. But we still believe in net zero, and the entire history of climate policy does suggest that a lot of these targets are very optimistic, and that you can't just drop a load of stuff and go, but we're still going to hit our target.
Yeah, look, and I think this is why I am sceptical over how effective this is going to be electorally, because this is all about votes, right? This is all because Rishi Sunak thinks that this can win him votes in a general election that we think is going to come next year, based on the fact that they won the Uxbridge by-election by 500 votes. I would argue that the wisdom of national policy making based on 500 votes in one small constituency. But we digress. I think what is particularly interesting about this is that I don't see where the votes he's going to win with this come from. If you are already supportive of net zero, this is only going to piss people off. If you are sceptical or if you are a climate denier, this probably doesn't go far enough, because they have not ruled out the stretch aim of net zero by 2050. It's tweaking things that come before then. I think it's a very, very small cohort of people that this might win round. I don't really see where it's going.